Well, good morning, guys. It's been a couple of days since I've been back out in the garage. We've been really busy in the plumbing company. Been working a lot of late nights, but I wanted to take today and show you my today's project. Today I plan to build a dolly that I can assemble from the old chassis onto this new frame, but I wanted to build a dolly that I could hit the ground about 30 inches high. That way I'm not bending over and I can get under it. The reason why I want to do this is because I want to try to shim up the body on the chassis before I disassemble it and then take it to the painter. I want to know that I get the door gaps right and how many shims and how many pieces of hardware go in specific places. That way I'm not having to guess and take a chance of scratching it. So I'll record every body mount and its position, how many shims, and we will align the door gaps that way so that when we take it apart, paint it, and reassemble it, it'll be easy to go back together. So let me show you a little bit about what I'm doing. Also, I had a box come in from UPS and it contained a lot of my hardware that I was needing to do the assembly. I ordered a body kit and I ordered several hardware kits, and they all came in, so I had a chance to be able to separate those into individual kitted bags, and now I can go ahead and put this thing together. And so let me show you what I'm going to do here, and we'll go from there. So I've got a situation right here that from this point to the ground measures 39.5 inches. If I come over here to this side here and measure, I'm 39. So I'm half an inch off. And I know that at some point in time, this car must have been in a front end wreck because you can see some repair that was done right here. So right now, what I don't know is if this is correct or the other side is correct. But I do want you to look at one thing. If you look at this from the side, if you notice this angle right here, it's different on this side. On this opposite side, which would be the passenger side, it actually is angling up some. So there again, I've got another mystery that I've got to solve, which side is correct. And then, as I stated, we have to change these mounts out. And let me show you the difference of what I'm talking about. If I come over here to the original car, this mount is considerably shorter than the other one, and it has a little bit different design for mounting the body and the hardware. So I'm going to transpose this, but there again, look at this. It's more flat and horizontal than the one I have on my new frame. So again, that's just another thing I got to figure out. But now I've got a place to start and a place to work, and I know that everything's level. I know it's secure, and I can move forward from here. Well, I thought I'd show you what I've gotten done so far. We got this dolly made. I've got the bulkhead off of the original car, and as you can see, I got a lot of scraping to do here. There's quite a bit of buildup of oils and dirt and stuff like that, so we got to get that all scraped off. I was trying to remember when I put this car together originally, I think all of my suspension parts I had originally powder coated, but I'm going to clean them up and see if I need to, if they were or if they were painted, but I don't really remember exactly, and I will see about using those and cleaning them up. I know that if you look back here, there's a good bit of oil and stuff, and I believe I got a pretty good leak at the front seal. I've ordered those, and I'm going to go ahead and replace those, and also the seals on the half shafts. I'll do that while I got it out. Now, one of the things I decided I was going to do was buy a lowering block, and so I'm going to put the lowering block on the springs and see how that changes the car. I've had several people tell me that they like the ride height. I chose a 1-inch block in lieu of a 1/2 inch. If it isn't what I like, I can always come back and machine it. Now, I wanted to show you a couple things on this now that I've got this apart, I noticed that there's a good bit of cancer in this flange right here. And so I'm going to cut it off right here and replace this piece up to this point right here. I'll cut it here and weld in a new section. Same thing on this side. It has a little bit of cancer there, but that's all that I see in here at this time. At some point in time, somebody had changed out and cut, put in new floor pans, and they just cut them, it looks like about right here, and welded them in. It's not a bad job. I'll clean up the welds a little bit, and then on the bottom side, my plan is to go ahead and undercoat it with body armor like I did on the TR6, and so that'll just clean it up. But you know, this is just got it sitting on some sawhorses right now, and I'll do any of the repairs that's necessary to it. But everything else looks pretty good. These last bolts, this bulkhead has never been off, and so I literally just took the Sawzall and sawed through the bolts and removed them that way. It was easier to do that than try to deal with those rusted in bolts. Another area, a little bit of a concern I got on this, again, the same mating area where that flange was. On this, you'll see right here, there's a little bit of rot, I guess cancer rot. Again, I'll just cut this flange out right through here, cut it out, and weld in a new piece, and then retransfer the holes. But everything looks solid on this. As with the bulkhead, I'll pull it off and body armor the bottom of it. I'll probably just do it in a black, and then this can go. So yeah, it's looking real good. I'm real happy with everything that's going on. So again, I'll just transfer these parts and I'll get busy. So I'll keep you up to date. Right now, I think what I'm going to do here is go ahead and cut these brackets off. I'm just going to take a whiz wheel, break the welds, and then we'll transfer them to the other one. I'll check back in a little while. Oh, also while I did, I went ahead and put some tape on to protect all this. As I said earlier, we're going to put the body back on, put it all assembled right here on this platform, and then jig it up, get the gaps right, count the screw holes and how many shims each one uses, and how many spacers to make our gaps correct. Once that's all accomplished and we recorded those numbers, then I'll blow it back apart, and Richie can have the body and the parts to go ahead and paint it. While he's got it out, I'll start building the chassis and running all the pipes and everything. I just purchased a new brake line flaring tool. I was watching Lynn Yakov. He was using one last week, and I thought to myself, that looks just too easy. So I went ahead and ordered one. And so if any of my buddies need some brake lines, we'll be able to make them. So we just got to get the right flare fittings and flare nuts. So anyway, that's it for now. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right here, cut it here. I'm going to leave a little relief here, and then cut this out, and then I'll replace this. So let me go ahead and mark this out. And I've got another piece of metal over there that I'm going to cut this piece out and duplicate this. So we'll just Well, I cut that out. I'm going to transfer it to this piece of metal here. And it just happened to be about the perfect size for it. I'm going to change this blade here. If you look, you can see how thin sheet metal is cancered away. This is an 80, about 50 days. So now let's transfer these holes. I think that second step on that step drill is just about worn out. Okay, I need to go one more size on the step drill. One more size. Well, I think that'll do it. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for the day. We've got these pieces cut out and replaced. Looks a little bit better now. The old, the new. Well, I got a lot done today. It's been a good day. I'm ready to go home. I'm a little tired. I haven't eaten much today. A couple packs of crackers, and that's about it. But just want to say thank you for watching. If you want to hit the subscribe button, you can follow me through this journey, and we'll watch this thing come to life. One other thing I did, I had to put me a shield for my sparks. I got a couple of car covers behind here. I didn't want to have a latent fire tonight, so I used a little safety precaution here, and put a piece of masonite up and used it as a grinding shield. I'm going to look online. I think I want to find one that's a shower curtain type welding curtain. Put it on a stand that I can move around, and when I grind I can keep things safe. Have a great night. Thank you. God bless you all, and I appreciate you.